I started my PhD because I yearned for knowledge. I chose my subject matter because I yearned for justice. But somewhere along the journey, I lost my way. Between researching blackness and living blackness, I've become engulfed by the fact of said blackness. I began experiencing my blackness through the white gaze, internalizing it until it threatened to become me, to consume me. As a black female researcher, I find myself in an impossible position. I must intellectually engage with this very trauma whilst it continues to consume me. As black academics, we are expected to translate our suffering into syllabi, our bleeding into bibliographies. We must cut open our own skin to explain how the blade works. We're asked to dissect the beast whilst living in its belly, to map its teeth while it tears at our flesh. We must intellectually engage with ontological violence whilst being subject to these violence as our daily bread. In the hallways of academia, my body becomes theory while still bleeding. They ask for objectivity whilst the wounds are fresh, whilst the system that breaks us demands us to perform our own autopsy. Du Bois spoke of double consciousness, but here I am, tripled. Observer, observed, and the space in between. Even in rooms full of solidarity, I am still translating myself. My body carries knowledge like a weight, like an inheritance, like a revolution waiting to breathe. They say write through the pain, but how to write whilst drowning? How to theorize whilst burning? My keyboard awaits like a witness to a wound still forming. So today I chose art over autopilot, creation over consumption of my own grief. Not to transcend, no, but to exist alongside this pain, to make it sing whilst the notes are heavy. Our body remembers what our research confirms, that knowledge bleeds before it breeds understanding, that truth lives first in the flesh before it finds the page. As black researchers on the matters of blackness, we must keep our bodies safe as carriers of knowledge. Simply as a person conscious of the systems that we live in, I'm realizing that I need to be intentional about cultivating my artistry. I genuinely believe that it will be through art and my loved ones that I will find life through this death. When I create, I'm both alone and accompanied. Each piece, a conversation with ancestors who painted their pain into power, who wrote their way into salvation. My solitude becomes collective, my personal salvation intertwined with communal healing. Even as the Academy demands we theorize in isolation, our art whispers of collective liberation.